Hi guys, and welcome to day 23 of the Junk Journal July 2024, hosted by Meg Journals. Today's prompt word is tip in. So I had to do a little bit of research on that. I've never heard the terminology before, but the research that I did in the dictionary, it says inserting an extra page or illustration to a bound book by pasting it to the binding edge of a section. So I'm going to work on this page today, but I'm going to add my tip in here, and I'm going to work with some vellum and a piece of scrapped cardstock and see how we go. I'm going to be using washi tape as well on that, which I will grab some now. I thought I had some on my desk, but I'll just grab some, and I think I need a greeny colour for that. Just getting my box of washi tapes down. Although I do have a green, got a green there. I don't know whether that one's going to be wide enough because I want it fairly wide. Boxes of washi tapes. I've tried to colour coordinate them, and I do want to get a better system. Do I want something fairly plain? Don't need anything too wide either in saying that. Yes, I've got these boxes. They're like packaging boxes, and I'm going to collage them and colour coordinate them a bit to get a little bit more organised. So on days like today, I don't have to rummage through, and I bet it'll be, here's some green ones. I bet it's always on the last ones that we look at. So just pop them back off to the side. Can put them away later. I'm going to get my trimmer. Now, if you watched yesterday, day 22, my trimmer fell off the table, but I'm pleased to say that it's all intact, that nothing broke on it. This scrub here is the width of a A4, so I'm going to leave that. So you'll note that it's not as long as a page, but I like that idea because this tip in is an insert. It's like an insert page, so I actually want it a little bit different. Now this piece is 3.5 wide. I might take it down to 3, and then I'm going to score 1/2 inch, because that'll be the folded part to glue down. Fold that over, and then we sort of know what we're working with here. Now I'm thinking I want to tear that, but I'm going to practice on another scrap before I tear that piece, just to see how this ruler tears, because I want quite a rough edge. Yep, love it. And I'm tearing towards myself on that one. So this one here, I'm going to just line it up so I can tear it fairly evenly. Line it up on my grid. And I have to go a little bit in because we want to be able to have an edge. Might have to go the other way. Might have to turn it around. So I've got the big piece to pull. So So I'm going about 1/4 inch in. I'm going to hold that. You can, of course, tear this without a ruler. So that's fairly straight. You can, you know, tear it without one of these edge rulers. But I sort of wanted a fairly uniform tear down there. Now I'm going to add some vellum. So I'm sort of debating whether that's too wide for me, because I'm going to stamp something there, but I'm also going to stamp something here. And I thought I would use the Stampers Anonymous Wildflowers. So my wildflower is going to be going there. So I may even shorten this page down even more. So we're sort of thinking on the run here. We're sort of now making it to suit a stamped image. And I'm going to take it to 7 inches. So I know my vellum will go to 7 inches as well. Because that's going to be glued down to the vellum, and then that's going to be glued down into the page, where I will use a piece of washi tape over it, and then it can flip either way. But I think I want that a little bit smaller. I think I might try this other side. So back on the grid, because I want to do another, actually I'm going to do another half. Lovely. Keep that, because that's a great scrap to stamp a word on. Same as this one, you know, we can put a little botanical or something on that and glue it down, or put it over the top of a page, have it we can make that into a hidden paper clip of some sort. Now I want to do a little bit of stamping, so I'm going to stamp on that, but it doesn't matter if we stamp here, because that's going to be folded under and glued. Just want to check the width of this, and I'm going to tear down there as well, and I'm sort of thinking I might try this edge. Do I have a bit of, where's my piece of vellum? Yes, love that. So I'm going to tear my vellum down. I think I'll go 1/2 inch. Should I go? I'll go around the other way. So I've got the big piece to hang on to. Lovely. Oh yeah, that's going to look great. All right, so let's do some stamping. I'm going to have this piece too as a test. I haven't done a lot of stamping on vellum, so I don't really know how it's going to perform, but let's have a look at it. Grab the stamps that I want to use. stamp block. And we're going to stamp on here just to see. So I'm using archival peat moss. I always hold my stamp image or my stamp on top of the paper just for a little bit longer than normal, just so it allows the ink to go down into the paper. I really love that. So that's just going to take a little bit to dry, which I will grab my heat gun and see how it performs with the heat gun. Lovely. So you can imagine if that's on there, and we just want to add an image on there, onto there. Let's do that now. So it's got time to dry, and I want to be able to get the middle if I can. Or roughly is fine. Close enough is good enough. Beautiful. I want to see how close that is because I want to add another image. I want to do one that's similar, but it's smaller. And I don't mind that it overlaps. I just want the stems to finish off down the bottom. Now I'm just going to give that a bit of a blast with the heat gun. Beautiful. Pop him off to the side. And yesterday I used a stamp on the other page that I sort of want to carry over to here. I've still got it on the stamp block, so which is this image, but I want to do it as a second print. So I want it light or lightish. There we go. Remembering that that's folding over, so we've got, and I want to edge it, but I think I'm going to edge it with walnut stain. Distress Oxide Ink Walnut Stain. So it's one of my favourites. We don't have to ink that edge because it's been glued down, but we do have to ink this one. So fold it, remember to fold it over when you're inking. And I actually think I will also tear the ends. I want to make them rustic as well. Here it is. So bring it down on the mat because we want to get it fairly straight, and we're just going to take a quarter inch. So press really firmly on the ruler so you don't pull it out. And we want to put a little bit of ink, just a little bit for the edges, just to take that rawness away and to marry everything together. Don't need to ink that because that's going to be glued. Now we want to glue it in like that. And I'm thinking we're going to recut these down a little bit closer. I don't really want to take too much away from my stamped image there. Whereas this one I can afford to lose that leaf because I've got a stem starting from there. So be mindful of that when you've got stamped images on a project and you need to trim some things down. Try and trim around your pattern so it doesn't affect. So you can see it hasn't affected our pattern because we've actually thought about where we want to trim it, and that takes it closer to the size of our image there. I'm thinking maybe a word or a label across there. So, but I'm going to glue it first, and then we can think about that. So have it folded like that so you can go right in to the edge. That way you're going to be assured that it's even or evenly stuck down. And then maybe a label of some sort. Got a drawer of green labels here. I don't know whether they're going to be suitable, but I'm sort of in the middle of reorganizing my labels. So it could be just something like that. It's got a hint of green in it. Doesn't really say anything. I actually quite like that. So how lucky was that? First one I put my hands on, or second or third, whichever it was. It's got a nice bold frame on it. These are, I purchased digital downloads, and I cut a heap of different sizes. So if you just go onto Etsy and type in either journal labels or labels, it will bring up a lot. I've purchased off Tracy Fox and a few others. I'm not sure where these ones are from. Don't think they're Tracy's. And then I'm just trying to get it even spacing on the vellum. I'm going to bring my journal over now. And we're going to put the tip in. So I'm going to glue it down there. So on our fold, we're going to run a bead of glue up there. Now these you can have it up, you can have it down, you can have it center. I actually like the idea of having it up. So I'm going to glue it fairly close to the binding, but not too close, because we still want to be able to, like, it is a page, if you know what I mean. I don't think I'll put any washi tape on that until we work out what we're going to do on our page here. The same as that blank strip down there. We could stick something on there, some labels or something, but I'm actually going to leave that because it might then end up being an extension of this page that we're doing in tomorrow's prompt. So I'm going to leave that like that. But there you go, guys. So that's what a tip-in is. So once again, it's an inserting an extra page or illustration into a bound book by pasting it into the binding edge of the section. So that's exactly what we've done. I hope you've enjoyed today, and as you can see, we've married it over to the page that we did yesterday for the prompt Timeless. But thanks, guys. I hope you got some inspiration out of that, or at least, like me, learnt what a tip-in was. Use them in your journals. You can we could have had an extra fold out from that as well, but actually loved working with the vellum as well. So if you haven't used vellum in the past, get some vellum. You don't have to stamp on it. You could stick some things on it like that and still have it as a see-through page, so we can, you know, look into our page that we're going to create tomorrow. But thanks, guys. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.